Hey guys, back with another video. So in this video I'm going to go over the Balenciaga Track 1 sneaker and if it is worth the $1,400 cost it costs down here in Australia. So I've had these shoes for about a year. So I got it in August of 2020 last year. So I think I can give a really good review of these instead of unboxing like most YouTubers do and then just give like a first impression. But I've had these for a long time, so I think I can like review them well. And even though I love Balenciaga, I think I can review this one without bias. So obviously the sneakers themselves have been worn a lot. You can see that the sole is getting dirty, and I've tried to clean it, but you know how it is with white pairs of shoes, it's really hard to clean. But yeah, so if you get the white pair of a shoe, obviously it's gonna be really hard to clean and stuff. If you get an all black shoe, it's easier to clean. Even with designer sneakers, it's gonna be the same. But so the first thing I noticed about these shoes is that they're absolutely huge. Like they're like 3 times as big as a normal shoe. I mean, you can see like it's bigger than my head. It's literally almost bigger than my head. That's just crazy. So that's the first thing I noticed about these shoes. So they're really big and they're obviously really heavy as well. These shoes are really heavy. They're about, I think, half a kilo, or like almost 1 kilo pretty much. So that's about 1.5 pounds for everyone else. But yeah, so they're heavy and they're really big. They're really chunky. They're like a dad shoe almost. And at first I didn't really like this design. So when I first saw these, like they're on Instagram a lot, people wear them a lot. They're very popular. And I didn't really like them at first, and especially the Balenciaga Triple S, I didn't like either. And I still don't like the Balenciaga Triple S. But eventually this design really started to grow on me, and they are like really, I think they are really fire. Like I really love the design of these. I think that they are actually like really good, but some people don't like them at all. So if you don't like them, then obviously don't buy them. Don't buy them just for the brand name. I didn't buy them for the brand name, even though I love the brand. I bought them because I really love the design, and I think they are worth the money. So now I will tell you why I think they're worth the money. So designer sneakers are usually really uncomfortable, right? And like the Dior B23s especially, those are very uncomfortable. I don't own them. I was gonna buy them, but I just keep thinking like it's so uncomfortable and my feet are like huge. So I really hate when I'm wearing uncomfortable shoes. So I'm a size 13 or 12 in US. So it says my shoe size in Europe, in the European size, 45 there, which is like interesting. I thought, like I've never had a shoe that says the shoe size on the actual like shoe. But yeah, so the shoe, yeah, it's a big shoe. It's it's a very cozy shoe. I think it's just so different to what you're usually used to seeing like outside. You don't really see a shoe like this. It's just so out there, and it's just, I think in the white colorway especially, it looks really cool. But it can get dirty very easily, which is obviously a drawback. But I've worn these shoes a lot. They fit my style like a lot. I love to wear oversized clothing, and obviously a chunky shoe goes perfectly with oversized clothing. So it can fit my style. If you're used to wearing fitted clothing a lot, if you're used to wearing like tailored clothing, this usually won't work with that. Sometimes in some circumstances it can, but this is more for like cozy type of outfits. It's more for oversized type of outfits, more for chunky type of outfits. It's not really for that tailored kind of look, obviously, because if you wear tailored clothes and then this, it's gonna look kind of strange. Now, something I personally don't like about these is that they're made in China. So in 2018, I believe, Balenciaga started to produce its Triple S and Track sneakers in China instead of Italy. So all of my Balenciaga clothes are made in Italy, but the sneakers themselves, which are more expensive than the clothes themselves, are made in China. So that's kind of strange. And that's a big drawback, because basically the designer sneaker is not being made in Italy anymore. It is now being made in China. So you can think of that what you will. I'm not happy about that, and a lot of people are not. But what can you do, I guess? They're still charging the exact same price for the sneakers, even though they've moved all the production to China for these. It even says made in China on the tongue. And yeah, very strange move by Balenciaga, but it's still gonna sell out every single time, so can't really hate on them. But yeah, that's a big con, so they're made in China now. So one of the drawbacks of the shoe is that they are not for everyone, okay? So the price, if they're not in your price range, then obviously you can't buy them. So that's obviously a drawback right there. So that's one drawback, I think. And another one, just like I said before, if it doesn't fit your style and then you buy it and it's just sitting in your closet and you spend a lot of money on it, then you shouldn't buy it either. So I would suggest you should try it on. So if you can go into a store and try it on, definitely do it. You're going to be surprised by how comfy this thing is. It's absolutely huge shoe. When you try it on for the first time, it's going to be weird trying to like wear it and trying to walk with it because it's so big and it's so heavy, but it's insanely comfy at the same time. So that's really interesting. So you might change your mind after you wear it. But if it's not your type of style, even after you try it on, you think, okay, I don't really like this, then don't buy it. Now another positive of this shoe is that it cashes in on the chunky dad vibe, right? It's a really big trend right now to have the comfy, like chunky dad kind of sneaker, and this cashes in on that. So I think it looks better than the Triple S. I would usually recommend people to buy this instead of the Triple S, but some people really love the Triple S so much that they buy that instead. But I would personally recommend someone to buy the Track sneaker because I think it does the same job as the Triple S, but it looks better, and I don't know, the design is just much better than the Triple S, because the Triple S looks like a disaster in my opinion. It looks way too ugly, and I know it's trying to look ugly, but still, like, this looks good, and it's the dad sneaker. So yeah, I have the Wave Runners also, the Yeezy Wave Runners, and those are the dad shoes as well, and I think those are beautiful as well. But I also hated those when I first saw them, but those grew on me as well, just like these. So that's kind of interesting, I think. Maybe the Triple S will grow on me, but I don't think so. Anyway, yeah, I think these are just absolutely beautiful. Like, seriously. So another thing, because this is a designer sneaker, it's going to have a long longevity. So basically it's going to last a long time. It's been almost a year with these, and they are still going strong. They are still exactly as comfy as I first wore them. They still look as good as I first wore them. There's just a bit of coloring at the bottom because obviously it's a white shoe, but everything apart from that, it looks exactly like, it looks beautiful still. So I do think that even in like 5 years or so, these are still going to go strong. Hopefully they will. But yeah, so they're made of quality materials and it's going to last a long time. So if you buy it, it's going to last you a long time. It's made of good quality, it's made with care, and yeah, that's another, obviously, a very good plus sign of the Balenciaga Track sneakers. Now another con of these shoes is that basically these are very hard to drive in. So if you're driving in these, it feels like a mission. It feels like an absolute mission to drive in these, because if you're used to just accelerating a little bit with your foot, and you put these on which weigh almost a kilo, then you're gonna be like putting the least amount of pressure on the steering wheel. It's just gonna go straight off. So that's, yeah, just be careful when you're wearing these or the Balenciaga Triple S when you're driving, because the first time I drove with these on, it was not a pretty sight. So that's a con of these shoes. A funny con, but still a con. So let's talk about the quality of the materials now. So it says on the website 60% polyurethane, 28% polyester, and 12% nylon. Now Balenciaga really makes it clear that these sneakers do not have leather in them, And I think that's a really interesting point to make, because the actual materials of the shoe are really breathable and very comfy. So when you put the shoe on, it's really, really damn comfy. So I don't really like wearing leather on my sneakers. I think leather is better for boots, and boots and leather are usually very uncomfortable. And yeah, I think that if you try these on, you will exactly know what I'm talking about when I'm saying these quality materials are really nice, and I think they're worth the price. So there are a lot of cons of this shoe. Made in China, the price, of course, the huge shoe. Some people do not like the design at all, so obviously they're not going to buy the shoe if it's worth so much and they don't like the design. So I do think that the benefits outweigh the cons of this shoe, but this is a very controversial shoe, I would say, especially because of the made in China whole thing about that, and being like $1,400 is a lot of money when you think about it. And the shoe, which is supposed to be from a designer company, being made in China, like, come on, man, like, seriously. You want me to pay $1,400 for a shoe made in China? Come on, man. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but I love the design of the shoe. I love how comfy it is. I love how it meshes with my style. I love how I can wear it with so many different type of outfits, and I love to style it at the end of the day. And I've been wearing them a lot, like I said, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful damn shoe. It's so damn beautiful. So I would say that the sneaker is indeed worth the money, but there's like, it's like 70% worth the money. It's not like I can't fully say it's worth the money like I said in my Burberry video. Like, if you compare this to the Burberry scarf is made in Scotland by professional makers. Like, if the Burberry scarf was made in China, then I even said in that video, like, if it was made in Scotland with quality materials, cashmere, I would say, no, why would you pay $1,000 for this? But it's a shoe like this, and it costs more than the Burberry scarf, and it's made in China. I mean, I don't know who's making the shoe, actually. I hope it's not sweatshop laborers that are making like $1 an hour. Like, that would really even make me hate the shoe even more. I hate when companies use sweatshops, so I hope that Balenciaga is not using sweatshops for this, but I do not know about that. But yeah, I would say at the end of the day, it's a very expensive shoe. It's a beautiful shoe, in my opinion, but it's a very expensive shoe. So I cannot say fully that it's worth the money, but I can say that if you love the design, then it's damn worth the money if you want to buy it. So if you enjoyed this video and my breakdown of the Balenciaga Track sneakers, then you can hit the like button, you can subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram at bab.28. Bye.